The instant she declared that he mattered more than me, I didn't explode with fury, cry, or even flinch. I simply froze, staring at the woman who had once shared her deepest dreams with me under the cover of night. Now, she was championing a man whose smiles lingered too long whenever I wasn't watching. When she demanded, "Apologize to him or we're done," a quiet settled over me, as though a storm had suddenly ceased. 3 years of marriage, 6 years of intertwined lives. We had woven our existence like a symphony, wild in its verses, yet balanced in its refrain. Her laughter once felt sincere, and I had believed it. Then he came into the picture, her so-called best friend, the type whose hugs lasted just a fraction too long, whose eyes followed her lips as she spoke. At first, I kept my silence, refusing to act the jealous husband. But respect has a distinct flavor, and his presence reeked of boundaries crossed. It wasn't a single glaring act, but a slow erosion of countless minor betrayals. The laptop slammed shut to hide late-night messages. Notes saying, "You are my sanctuary forever." The phone's passcode changed without explanation. Matching bracelets that I never questioned. A hotel bill she waved off as an oversight. I never confronted her. Instead, I gathered the pain, storing it like a bitter potion, easier to swallow when labeled. The breaking point arrived during a confrontation. I faced him, and he sneered, his expression silently judging. She had already chosen, and she did so without hesitation. She stood by him. That night I left, abandoning the house, the keys, the life I had poured myself into. Silence became my weapon. For 4 days, I wielded it without mercy. She called, texted, cried outside my apartment. I didn't respond. Silence unsettles, and desperation breeds mistakes. I began investigating. An old friend at her bank revealed she had opened a secret account 6 months prior, quietly funneling money away. She had been planning her escape, oblivious that I would be the one to leave first. I bided my time, watching as she spun tales to our mutual friends, casting me as unstable and suspicious. I let them misjudge me, and in that misjudgment, I found my advantage. His name was Jason, a real estate agent by trade, a snake by nature. I had met him years ago during a property deal. He had tried to sabotage me, falsifying documents that cost me a fortune. I reported him, and his license was revoked. He never knew I was the reason. And now he was in my home, eating my food, touching my wife. This wasn't just betrayal. It was an old debt left unpaid. My first step was gathering leverage. Her hidden account was laughably easy to access. Her password, Melody04, was as predictable as ever. I captured snapshots of the transactions, saved their messages, and compiled everything into a digital file I called Loyalty. Next, I turned to Jason. A contact in property law exposed 2 recent deals of his that skirted fraud. I anonymously tipped off the state board. Pretending to be a client, I lured him into sending detailed listings, recording every incriminating word. Those recordings went straight to his victims. Then I confronted her. By the 4th day, she was unraveling, pleading outside my door. I let her in, listened to her tearful apologies, even held her hand, assuring her I forgave her. Then I handed her the file. She leafed through the evidence, screenshots, transfers, messages, and her face drained of color. I told her I wouldn't destroy her, but only if she left quietly. No alimony, no demands, just the stark truth. Her silence said more than any confession. She left without a sound. The final act was with Jason. He called, spewing threats and venom. I agreed to meet at a diner, neutral ground. He arrived brimming with confidence. I came armed with composure. I slid a flash drive across the table, loaded with proof of 12 victims, fraudulent deals, and forged signatures. "You'll be lucky to sell trinkets on the street after this," I said. He hesitated. I leaned in. "She was never yours. You were just the spark she used to ignite herself." Then I walked away, never glancing back. 6 months have passed. She is staying with her sister. Jason's license is revoked again. Rumor has it they've cut all ties. People ask why I remain so calm, why resentment doesn't consume me. Revenge isn't fueled by anger. It is crafted in clarity. That clarity came the moment she said he meant more. In one sense, she was right. He was more to her, but to me, he was nothing.